All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword vlog, aka Clog, Monday edition and Tuesday edition, classic double feature. And yeah, you'll notice it's not Saturday or Sunday edition. I was out traveling this weekend. Obviously, I did solve the puzzles, but it was a mixture of phone and laptop and all that. Not really possible to record, and also they weren't particularly impressive solves. We can go for the record if you're following along at home. Oh man, I have nothing to hide. The Sunday was a really bad time. Over an hour and 10, and then the Saturday, 29 minutes. So yeah, not much to write home about on those. But if you're following along and comparing your times to mine, that's what those were. Here we have what will hopefully be much easier than the Saturday Sunday, a Monday puzzle. Not much we can glean from this. I think I'm just going to get it started. Twilight, that's Bella, Baba, um, Lost, Lemonade, Avoid, Eval, Basket Weave, Alto, or Likeable, Brer Rabbit, that's a ream of paper, Tide, um, Titles, In Regards, it's probably The Something, Laura Dern, Make You Blush, probably S here, The Somethings, Cower, Cargo, Anew, Onion, Ryan, Frightened, Scare, I'm gonna take that out, PTA, Rod, Potato Bun, maybe, Marissa Tomei, Door, okay, Emo, written off, Film, Worst Excuse, okay. Was she like an editor or something? Maybe this there. One day. Deter. Pretzel bun. Okay, we'll come back to that. That's a bar. Fast. Alfa Romeo. Artie. 20. Robust. Belly up. Alma mater. Person human. Yet. That's opals. String, that's the social security numbers. Kid in a, I guess, older. I don't understand that, but no, I'm gonna take that out. Khaki, ionic bonds, kiddos, yeah, wishes, hopes, the red, Anna, kin, icy, Probably Eugene.
Maybe
And
it's
then
hoped.
could be. The ones up there. Those.
Or it could be gosh no.
Could be hub. That's the Razzie.
I used to have like a candy called Razzies, and they turned into gum.
That sounds familiar.
Mm.
Liberty Bell. Bear. Grid. So it is older, I think, or elder. For a second, those are gears. Reporter. Erse. AOL. Harry Styles. And Lars and the Real Girl, maybe? Gosh, no. The Stones. Mono. Bob? Alright. Like single person bobsled, I guess. That felt a lot slower than it was, but 5:19 isn't bad at all. Just a few seconds behind schedule. Um,
Is this a double feature?
of course. Um, so yeah, so I didn't really understand the theme as doing it, but it's hairstyles basically. Um, a goofy hint, Harry Styles. So I guess like Harry, I don't know if the Harry part is important or if it's just because it sounds like hair, but like a pretzel bun could
It's
be a
really, I
hair.
think, the second part. It's like the bun, you have a weave, you have a bob.
Yeah, but I was wondering if it was like a Harry style, could be like a bad style, so a pretzel bun would be a bad one. But yeah, I think it really is just a hair style. Yeah, to the ends of that. So the first part doesn't really matter at all. But yeah, weave, bun, bob, ponytail. Um, it's good enough collection of things. It's an interesting way to arrange the theme answers. Um, Usually they're all going in the same direction. I think overall the fill was okay. I really don't like stuff like Brer. I think I've lost a streak to that one before. And definitely don't like it on a Monday puzzle. Um, I just think it's really not uh, like it looks wrong, and I feel like if you haven't seen this before, you're gonna assume you have a mistake, especially if you're solving on paper. I think there's not really much in terms of like interesting long fill as well. There's like likable and belly up. Belly up is a little flashy, but reporters is just the thing, and the Stones is kind of a weird inclusion when the red pony is there as well. I almost thought that there might be like a the theme going on. It's just kind of striking that two of the longer vertical answers both have the as the start. So I would say it's more inventive than the average theme, but the rest of the fill doesn't really hold up that well. I'll give it like a 4 out of 10. Now, on to the Tuesday. Let's get it started. Okay, maybe I have no idea. That's the ulna. No idea. Kabuki. Those are the keys. Snub. This is Massachusetts. And then this is going to be Saturn. That's a reef. For sorry. Upon Avon. Named maybe. Manny. Someone.
Oh, is it from the Modern Family? Like Manny Gonzalez?
Um, the Partridge Family, though.
Oh,
Maybe that's what their name is, but um, Clog. Um,
you peel.
yeah,
Like
need um,
rum.
yeah, more. What? Okay. And what's the revealer here? Place to find or parse differently. Okay. Those are Noels, maybe? Not sure. Maybe ED ending, capital, monetary, military. That's a ratio. This is Abu Dhabi, term, Erks, oxen, Uber X, someone Burke probably, Rub-a-dub, uh, data is the new oil, a tad, wads of cash, this could be scam, baits a line, czar, Ian Fleming, sane, Mesa, EIEIO,
Oh man, that was very
Ninja,
wrong on 28 across.
Auto, Renew. Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Um, Capital City. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to that. Jail, ears, wire, mesh, first basic cable. Lyra, I guess. House of Medici. Okay, one place to find this. Sia. No, I don't think that works. Iago is a conspirator. Severely injured. This is probably Egad. Chow, I guess. That's not really. Oh, that's how you spell that. Main. Madmen, I guess. IMDb. IMDb. I guess all. Oh, this is Drew Barrymore. So not Peel. It's Pern. No, that doesn't make sense. Um, Development Center. Womb. Run amok. Doctor. I think Phil or Oz, but neither of those work. That's David Bowie. So it's all DB initials. So Deborah, I guess. That doesn't look right. Maybe Donna. I'll come back to that. Bloops, I think. Quai, Pans, Psy, Biology. Need like that. Oh, yeah. Um, pair. Ecology. Decades. Evil. Agile. Eel. Don't know that one. Oh, D-Day here. Dr. Dre. Ragu. Manny. Bonadus. Capital City. Capital City with starting. This doesn't need to be a D, I guess. Bondus. This might be this. Military. Cancelled as a mission. Next, but that doesn't fit. I guess 68%. Maybe they're mostly worth one, right? Deborah. Maybe it's not a Ted. Coat with a thin auric layer. Don't know what that means. The Rideau River. I've never heard of that. Deanna, maybe? Okay. Cash quantities. Node emission. Monetary unit. Dina, maybe? Coat. Lods just seems to not work, but cancelled. Designing co-star. Deborah, but BD there looks impossible. Coat. I don't know if it's coat as in the verb or coat as in the noun. Nope, emission. Manny. Tad just seems to work nicely there. I wonder if it's like Saint something. NAW just looks so.
Like, nah.
Just doesn't seem like a city name. Gerd, maybe? No go? Ottawa. Okay. That Ot Ottawa. Guild. Delta. Auric layer. Yeah, auric like means gilded. Yeah, like gold. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so but Delta is definitely not a name. Della? Delta is definitely not a name, right? Okay, let's just make sure there's no obvious typo. I think that's, is it Lyra like that? Yeah, I think it is. Seer, I think that's a thing. David Bowie, Yules, plural, huh? IMDb, all these. Oh, Danny, dork. Yeah, so that is a 2 out of 10 puzzle, I would say. So Delta is not a real name. Danny Bonaduce is not a real person. Drew Barrymore and David Bowie are certainly real people. Um, it's also a little bit of a stretch to put David Bowie in the like IMDb category. I mean, he was um, he did star in these movies, but he's certainly not a movie star or a TV star in the way that, well, certainly Drew Barrymore is most well known for acting. I could not tell you what these people are most well known for, to be honest, because I'm not sure they're real people. Um, but David Bowie is obviously well known more so for the singing than for the acting. Um, so that one's a stretch. So really, you have one knockout theme answer, one I'll accept it theme answer, and then two really unfortunate bits of fill. And then to go around that sort of already weak theme, which I will say a legitimate revealer. I did like the revealer in concept. I could imagine a version of this if there were more famous DB initialed actors. I could imagine enjoying this theme to some extent. I think there's sort of a cap at how good a proper noun theme can get. Um, it just like it's never going to be that exciting to put in a bunch of names, but I could imagine enjoying this more in concept. Um, but yeah, like things like rub a dub, like it's not even like it's not even the full rub-a-dub-dub, you know? It's like it's like super annoying partial, and then E-I-E-I-O is also kind of disgusting to have in there. Um you have uh no-go as canceled. Like the mission is a no-go is what I would say rather than it is now no-go.
Yeah,
Um
that's the weird one.
So yeah, I feel like the tense just caught me off. Like it just didn't seem correct to me. So that definitely wasn't in my mind for a thing to put in.
But I guess a no go, like if they had that extra letter, would also be weird.
Well, I more so mean that like I the tense like I think
Ah, the sense
I
of
would
no go.
like
I
you would
see.
sort of no go a mission maybe. I don't know. The
Oh,
tense just feels off to me.
probably could have clued it differently.
Yeah. Yules plural is pretty odd to me. I mean, it's crossed fairly enough, I guess, but it just seemed not great. Um, wasn't a fan of this Lyra Barrymore cross, although that one's on me. Um, Wire mesh is quite boring for its the amount of letters that it takes up. In an already in a theme that already relies on a bunch of proper nouns, I would avoid adding a bunch of other ones. You know, your Medici, your Ian. There were a few more. I mean, technically, Kwai is a proper noun. Yeah. And yeah, there's really not much interesting going on in the fill other than these two being right next to each other, which you know, have some class. You know, this is a professional institution. We also had similar stuff in the previous puzzle. Let's keep it all above board in the future, Mr. Schwartz. Um, no, I don't care about that, but it's just th this is definitely not like good fill, regardless of anything else. Um, but yeah, I think 2 out of 10 feels fair here. It's just a very unfortunate theme, and the fill around it um, just does not hold up, I would say. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thanks.